Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your timeless energy check-in. Whenever you see this, if it resonates, then it's yours. We're going to start with your Romance Angels Oracle. We're going to do the tarot, and I'm going to use the divination tiles that I made. I've got some letters and numbers, and if we get any numbers, I will be reading them from the Angel Numbers book. So if that sounds good, stay tuned. But let's start with your cards. Messages for Capricorn, please. What's going on, and what does Capricorn need to know? First, we've got you deserve love. You are lovable, Capricorn. I feel like we got this message for you in the past. It's just reminding you that you deserve love. You deserve to be happy. You are lovable. And we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay. At the bottom, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so enjoying the moment, living your life, right, is so attractive. Actually, people love it when you're happy and enjoying yourself. And keep an open mind. You may be attracting someone that you don't expect, but you deserve to have love. You know, if this is something that you want, you can have it. Let's get into the tarot and see what's going on. Yeah, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment, making yourself happy, doing the things that you love to do. That's very attractive. It's true. Let's look at the tarot. What's going on with Capricorn in this situation, and what does Capricorn need to know? Messages for Capricorn, please. The Four of Swords, meditating, praying, finding peace within yourself, healing, making peace with the past. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is good. Something's very successful, getting what you need. Almost like the answer to your prayer, manifesting what you need. The confirmation of your manifestation. Yeah, that's what I'm getting so far. And the Three of Swords. So there's a difficult decision and a problem that needs to be solved, but I see you getting what you need. Maybe you've been suffering with some kind of grief or loss, but I see healing for you. Let's get a little bit more from the Four of Swords and see what exactly this is talking about today. A little more insight into the Four of Swords. We've got the World, so there's a successful completion here of something. You're not going to have to suffer anymore. That's what I heard. What about the World? Something that you've been working on. You've been working on yourself. You've been working on being centered and at peace within yourself, and you're getting really good at your meditation practice, your spiritual practice. Some kind of major cycle in your life is coming to completion because you've really been working on it. You've been working on yourself, getting in touch with yourself, your heart. You've been putting some kind of skill into practice. You know what else? There may be a new contract here. There could be a contract to do with work as well. But to me, it's like doing the inner work of healing. Maybe even getting some type of therapy or guidance, advice. Doing the inner work of healing your own heart, healing whatever wounds that you may have had from past experiences that taught you really harsh lessons. And maybe now you're ready to step into a new phase of your life where you can be more open to receiving and giving love, affection, and attention in that way, in a very romantic way. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles, because maybe this can give us a little bit more context to see what exactly we're talking about here. Because I'm also seeing a lucrative contract, like something that's really fair and reciprocal. I'm also thinking like soul contract, you know, something you came here to Earth to do and you've done it, or you're getting really good at doing it, or you've reached a new level in what it is that you're doing. This seems so vague, but maybe you know what it is. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, because as the reader, sometimes I'm just purely channeling this energy and I'm not exactly sure. Seven of Wands. Okay. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Wands. Against all odds, being very successful, overcoming this challenge, overcoming the odds. Something that you've beat. You beat the odds. Two of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. Again, coming back to this idea of making peace with what happened, whatever that was for you. You've had to be really strong to assert yourself in a situation against the odds, dealing with something that broke your heart, something that failed. All right, let's look at the Three of Swords, because I want to bring it all together. I want to bring it all together and make it make sense. Right, so there's some kind of breakthrough in communication as well. Something is going to get moving. So there's a problem here, and this is the solution. Something that you're doing here that you've decided to do, and you're not going to listen to somebody who's telling you not to. There may be people who disagree, but they just don't see it that way. You're standing up for what you believe in, standing up for your rights, and you're accepting the consequences of the decision that you've made, where you're going to put your time and energy, what it is you're going to do, what it is you're going to work on. So there's this communication or conversation that comes in. There's this decision that needs to be made. This gets things moving. Now you're starting to see things a lot more clearly. All right, a little more about this, please. Working on what it is that you really want. Following your own heart here. You've been thinking about this for a while. You're done thinking about it. You're going to do it. You're so intentional with what you're doing here. And you realize that perhaps something has to end. And it's not going to be easy. But you're going to do it anyway. Okay. The Death card. Exactly. This is over. Something is over. This chapter of your life is over. We've got Scorpio here, the fixed signs, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. It's almost like accelerating. This was already happening, and now what you're doing is going to accelerate what was already on its way out. Now it's more like, I'm not going to ignore this anymore. Or, I'm coming to my own conclusions, and I'm not really going to listen to what somebody else is saying to me. Ignoring outside influences to come to my own conclusions, but I'm not going to ignore myself or how I feel or where I'm going. This opportunity. Let me look at this. Hold on. I'm feeling an ace, like an eight. What did I just say? I was feeling an ace. I was feeling the Ace of Swords, but it's the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there's your new beginning. This is transformational energy coming in for you. This is actually kind of exciting too. It's something that you feel like you want to do. And you're doing it on purpose to straighten something out. Like there's something that you feel like you've been lacking in your life that needs to be fixed, that needs to be straightened out, that needs to be healed. It needs attention. You don't want to neglect yourself anymore. You don't want to be neglected anymore. And it's all about you. It's about what's going on inside of you, how you feel every day. Are you living your best life? Is this a fulfilling existence for you? If the answer is no, then that's what you've been thinking about. Like, what do I need to do? Oh, there's an, okay. How do you really feel about what you're working on here? Because this is changing. Accelerated changes. On purpose. You're creating. Are you an artist or a musician? What are you creating here? Whatever it is that you're working on, it's like, it's going to be successful, but there's a catch. What's the catch? The Five of Swords. The Five of Wands. There's a lot of competition and somebody does not agree. I keep getting that. You have a vision for your future here. There's the Ace of Swords. Yes. Yep. The Four of Wands. Okay, so it's not easy to do the right thing sometimes. Right? But you know it's the right choice for you. Somebody really disagrees with what it is you're doing, but you see it very clearly that as soon as you're able to end this out and close this chapter, this new chapter that opens up for you, this is much more in alignment with what it is that you want for yourself and your life. This is your vision for yourself. This is what you're ready to do. This is what you're ready to sacrifice. This is what you're ready to face. You're going to face the consequences of your decision, and it's worth it. You're saying it's worth it. I deserve to be happy with my life. I've worked hard for this. I've done enough for this. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing from you. So yeah. You're also facing the truth here. Something maybe you wanted to ignore, you wanted to avoid. It's becoming harder to ignore and harder to avoid. You're coming around. You're going to be able to face it. You've been doing the work on yourself. You've reached a new level in your own personal life, your own personal healing, whatever that looks like for you. You've reached that level. You've reached a new level in your own personal development, even maybe your maturity or something. Like you're not the same person you were before. You're better now. And so you are seeing things clearly. You're seeing the truth for what it is. And you can't unsee it. So there may be a conflict of interest here. There is something. Someone is really upset about this. Maybe it's just really competitive too. Whatever industry you're in could be really competitive. I want to know about this Death card though, because this accelerated transformation, metamorphosis, something's ending. It's the end of a chapter, beginning of something new. We saw that. There's that Ace of Pentacles again. I'm feeling aces. It's all aces after this. But there's some interference. Yeah, someone seriously disagrees. I think there's someone also giving you some unsolicited advice, and it's distracting because I think you have a vision for what you want to do and you know what you need to do to get there. But there's somebody around. I'm feeling that there's maybe more than one person around who's like giving you advice. Some of it may be unsolicited. And they don't really know what they're talking about. They've never been successful in what you're trying to do. They don't really have what it takes to do what you're trying to do. And so you may care about this person or not, I'm not sure, but it looks like this is someone that you're not really trying to listen to right now. They don't really have anything good to say. They're not really helping. In fact, they're kind of just distracting you. They're kind of just getting in the way. And if you were to listen to them, it wouldn't be very good advice. They're not, I don't know what's going on with this person, but they're not wise, or they just don't have that experience. They may have they may be very intelligent. They may have education in something. They may be very good at whatever it is that they do, but it feels like it's not really what you need to hear right now when it comes to what you're trying to do. Because even if it's good advice, if it doesn't apply to what you're doing, it might not work for you. Could be perfectly good advice coming from an intelligent, capable person, but it's not the right advice for you at this time. Does that make sense? I do. I see the new beginning. I see the new opportunity coming in. So right now, maybe you're still kind of navigating the transition phase, but you're working on it and you love what you're doing. You love this. This is you following your heart. Like I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles again. You saw me shuffle that, right? King of Wands. You're going to do this and it's going to be successful. You know it in your heart. You know it. Your intuition is telling you to go for it. Okay, one last card, please. Let's shuffle this. Bring it all together, and then I'll get you tiles. We've got the 9 of Cups. Yep, the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Look at you, getting exactly what you want. You knew that this would happen. You knew that this was going to be successful. You know it. You just know it. There's the Page of Wands. Yep, you're gonna have to face some kind of challenge. It's not just gonna fall in your lap, all right? But you're ready to do this. You're ready to go. You know what you want to do. You're gonna be successful. Not everybody's gonna be happy with you, but okay, fine. That's okay. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fine with you. You know, you'll have to navigate that in your life. But look at the Nine of Cups. Look at you getting what you want. Look at the Ten of Cups, living your fulfilled, happy existence. Nine of Pentacles, you're self-made. You're making this happen. I saw the Magician. You're doing this on purpose. You're making this happen. Something that you're creating is going to be successful. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to the opposition. They don't even really know what they're talking about anyway. You're entering a new phase of your life. You're going to celebrate. Something that's been worrying you, bothering you, your health, your finances, that's going to get balanced out. I think you're going to be making some money off of this as well. You're going to get good at it. You're going to get better at it. It's like starting a YouTube channel, for example. There's something that I can relate to. It starts off small, and it's not always easy. Sometimes growth is non-linear. Sometimes you have a good week. Sometimes you have a not so good week, right? But if you keep at it, and you keep showing up, you will get through whatever that challenge is, and you will come out the other side and you will get what you want. You got to stick with it. Okay, let's get you tiles. Let's get you tiles. This could spell anything. We're going to get letters. If there's any numbers, I'll read from the Angel Numbers book. It could spell anything at all. Person, place, thing, or idea, someone's name, initials, acronyms, whatever. Let me know what you see. I'll try to see some things, but you guys always see things that I miss, and I love to read your comments, so tell me what you see. I've got the number 5, the number 1, the number 2. So yeah, we'll read 512 from the Angel Numbers book. I've got B, C, O, 0, I, E, another I, a V, J, 9, and K. Do you see anything? What do you see? Honestly, I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Let me get like one more. See if it spells anything. Well, that's 3. We get G, T, and L. Ooh, I've got the word love. There we go. You deserve love, Capricorn. Don't we all? Got it. G, get it. Love it. It spells love it. I-T. Someone could be in, like, what is IT? Isn't that like technology or something? Someone's an IT consultant. Big, big love. Love it big. What? Okay. Kick. JB. All right, tell me if you see anything. I always end up seeing things after the fact, and I just love to see what you guys post because you always see things that I don't. Maybe you guys are just really good at this, but I'm going to read from the Angel Numbers book. You've got the number 512 and the number 9. We'll do both of them. So first the number 512 and see what the angels have to say about this today. Messages for you, Capricorn. We've got play fair. Okay, play fair. There are 3 sides to every story. In a present situation in your life, it may be easy to choose a side quickly. However, your angels remind you that the truth lies somewhere outside of individual perspectives. Model an example of compassion and fairness as you lead others to rise above jumping to an unfair conclusion. Okay, so there's kind of like the 6 of Pentacles too. So being fair and being kind of generous with the way that you handle the situation, being kind of compassionate. Yeah, you're going to do what you decide to do, and you're not going to let anything stop you. That's true. We see that. But maybe, you know, there's your side of things, and then there's the other person's side of things, and then there's maybe the truth is somewhere in the middle. So, you know, I guess there's something about being fair and having compassion in that way, not jumping to unfair conclusions or blaming somebody else for things that maybe are your responsibility, and taking responsibility for your part in things. And yeah, maybe even getting an outside perspective on it as well. Okay, that could be some good advice. Truth lies somewhere outside of individual perspectives. Maybe we don't have all the information. Maybe it's sort of humble, you know, being humble in the way that we handle this. Realizing that nobody's perfect, everybody makes mistakes. Yeah, you might not have all the information, and so when you're dealing with whatever this is, that's going to come up, and you're going to have to deal with it. Maybe realize that you don't have all the information, because you could embarrass yourself. If you think that you know everything, and you start to walk around here like you know everything, and there's nothing that can teach you anything, and that might not be true. So watch out for that. You could learn from this. This challenge is an opportunity to learn. Everything's going to teach you something. If you keep an open mind and you're a student of life, there's something that you could learn from every experience. So you don't want to, I don't know, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Yeah, there's the devil, there's Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles, that could be you. There's the Hierophant. So I see you learning valuable life lessons from this as well. Staying grounded, keeping your feet on the ground as you navigate the situation. Don't let anybody demonize you for making the best choice for yourself. But then again, there may also be something to learn from their perspective as well. You could be cutting off your nose to spite your face. Interesting. Well, in any case, I see you doing what you need to do and doing the right thing to live your life and celebrate your own happiness here in the end. So don't let anything stop you. But yeah, that's maybe, I'm seeing like the Temperance card now, like moderation, patience, moderation, tempering your need to be right. Somebody feels like they need to be right about something. Maybe you are, but maybe it's not that simple. Maybe there's also a need to take accountability for your own actions and your own side of this, whatever that might mean for you. Take it as it resonates. Take what's meant for you. Leave the rest for whoever it belongs to. But that's a message for somebody. Okay. And number 9, closing message number 9 for my Capricorn today. What have we got for you? We've got endings. Something's coming to an end. It says endings. The ending is a lesson. Isn't that just perfect for everything we were talking about? The ending is a lesson. In your life, something is coming to completion. It can be sad, and it's okay to mourn what was, but it's also important to recognize the lesson in this ending as well. Journal today on what you have learned, how you feel, and what you plan to do with this hard-won knowledge. That kind of confirms what we were just saying, right? It kind of wraps it all up and gives it a little bow, putting a little cherry on top of this Sunday, isn't it? The ending is a lesson. Something is ending, and it's probably ending sooner rather than later. There's an acceleration here. I keep seeing that, but you're going to be really happy with the way that this goes. You're getting what you want. You're going to be happy. This is good. It's putting you where you want to be. It's putting you where you belong, but it's difficult. Some part of this is stressful, and there's some lesson to be learned here, and you don't want to end up ignoring it just because you think you already know everything or whatever. Like, I'm not saying that you do think that way, but that's what the angels are saying. I didn't say that. The angels said that. I just work here. So yeah, love it. Love this for you. Learn the lesson so you never have to learn it again. I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me and I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more out of me. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Goodbye.